Okay, so here is my completed concertina card, and the front has a decorated belly band with some Velcro at the back. Take that off, and then here's the front of the card. And then as you open this out, you get 4 scenes. There's the glare on that one. It's a little girl with a bunny. It's so cute. Okay, so then we have that. This card sits like this. This is the structure that helps it sit. And at the back is a pocket with a little verse that I can send the person. And on the back is a place for a note. Then the back part of this card opens out this way. It's a pop-out card. A little bunny pop out. And there you go. Put the belly band on and it's done. Hope you make one and hope we see it. Thank you. Bye. Hi everybody. So I'm going to show you how to put together the basic construction of the concertina card, and I used Anna Griffin's concertina die set. To make the cards, I used the outside border. You can, just cut your own cards from 5x7 cards from anything. It should be double-sided. If it's white, you're going to want to cover the one side because that's too much white. You could also use any other card base you have. I'm sure this would work with the new slimline cards also. And if you happened to have taken this class with our little junk journals, if you take, Bobby, thank you for pointing this out. If you take one of these outside edges and compare it, I think Anna had said this too. If you compare it, the shapes are very, very similar, but this width here over to here is too wide. So if you just do your fold in the paper so that this is 5 inches this way, that will work also. So those are the possibilities for card bases. And then once you have your card base, you're going to take 3 of them. The reason I said 4 is because I want this pattern to be on the front and the back of the card, but you could get away with just doing 3 of these. So take the cards, get your fold lines so they're nice and crisp, and I'm going to take and glue these together so that we have a little thing that's going to stand up for us in a concertina shape. So let's glue the first one down. I'm just using my ATG gun for this, but you could use liquid glue if you want to. So just put it down so that your shapes are lining up. And then same thing with this one. We're going to do it this way. I'm not going to really talk about the front of this card because it's kind of just like a regular card front with a belly band, which you can construct out of anything. So now I have four spaces where I can use these little frames to decorate. So I put some of them together, and I'm just using, these are graphic 45 images that I printed on my printer, and I'm going to decorate with flowers from either the Easter sticker kit or Favorite Flowers 4, but you can use anything you want. And if you don't want to put images in here and you have something else that will work, you can take, this is my fourth one, but you could take, these are the eggs out of the Easter stickers. That would look really cute. Or, you know, if you have a phrase that you want to put in here, I think I'm going to put this in a pocket on the back side of the thing when I'm finished, because I really like this little phrase that I printed out. So to put these together, all I did was use foam squares. I know, dreaded foam squares, but this is going to be thick enough that you shouldn't worry about it, because it's not going to be mailable as a single stamp anyway. But just foam squares to help support the image. This die cut up. This is the rose concentric die, but you can use any, you can go with the concentric dies. That's what I did with the Valentine one that I sent Anna. I just used this one, and it gives you a nice cutout shape, which I actually used inside of here. Oh, I used this one over here. There's lots of choices on what you can cut out your shapes with. I used this one for, because I liked it was big enough to show the image. So you can use that. You could use this rose concentric die I really liked, so I used it for my frames, but then this edge doesn't cut, so then I just found that this Concertina one cut out the inside for me. Another new one that you can use is the Victorian, I think that's what this is called, or vintage, because this does have a cutout in it. This would work great. I foiled these 3D dies. If you have foiling equipment, these really foil well. I've been doing that a lot. So that's how this display part of this gets put together. And then what I did at the back, so what I did at the back of it, so it folds up this way ultimately. So you have this peak right here, and this pop-out die is going to go at the back of it. Sorry, that paper's kind of glaring. So the pop-out die is going to go into this space back here. And I used just kind of a cream color for the backing. And then the mint green, which is also the backing paper for my frames, as the pop-out, and then I'll decorate this. So you mount the pop-out into this space so that this center line lines up with that fold. When you're putting the pop-out dies together, there's a line right here on every one of them, no matter which pop-out you do, that's the only place that you glue. This is the only place that gets glued, and that gets glued to the back of this. this center line, you need to just fold it in half and put a fold in the center. And then you can decorate this with flowers or bunnies or whatever your theme happens to be. So that'll be the back side of the card. This will be the front side of the card where you decorate, and that's why I wanted this here and this here. And then I'll put a pocket at the back of mine where I can put a message to the person. And then I'll just create a belly band for this. If you don't have a pop-out die, I thought about some things you can do. If you have a gatefold die, this would work here. You just glue down these parts, fold this in the middle, and then slice a hole in the center, and you'll have something where you can pop it, fold it here, fold it here, fold it here, and here, which the die will do that for you. And then you can have a little section to decorate in the middle. Anything you could cut out of here. Or if you don't have either of those, this would be my last choice, is one of the edge dies, but you want to make sure you have one that doesn't have a cut line here. So you do a piece of paper that's less than 10 inches. From here to here is where it'll go. Fold down the middle, and then you'll cut out a side edge over here, a matching one over here, and then cut something out of the middle, some kind of shape, so that you have a pop out. Again, fold here, fold here, fold here. Okay, so there are more images on Graphics Fairy. A lot of them are these they go landscape rather than portrait. You really want images that are portrait for this particular card. But I'm hoping that everybody will have a good time putting this together. I'll definitely be here for questions. Thanks.